Hi all, welcome back to this video. In this video, we are going to discuss about the hands-on project. So from this video onwards, you can see the hands-on project. So we will start with our first hands-on project, and that our requirement is that we have to make a state machine of our own. So let's see how we can create our own state machine. So to create your own state machine, you have to click on this process and give a name like state machine demo. Then state machine requirement, and then what is this state machine will be all about. So this state machine will act as a vendor tea coffee machine. So let me explain you the requirement first. So I will use this Windows Legacy language VB, and then I will create it. So what is the requirement? I have to create a state machine where suppose I have my vendor machine where I will give an option to the user to choose some money or to choose some credit. Suppose I have given in the option to choose some credits like $2, $3, $5. Once the user chooses the credit, then I will give the option in this $2, $3, whatever the credit that you have chosen, what you want to order. So in that I will give an option to either choose tea or coffee. If the user chooses tea, then deduct $2, and if the user chooses coffee, deduct $3, and repeat the same process until and unless the users have empty complete, like there is no balance left in his or account. So repeat this process. So let's see how we can create our own state machine and how we can design this particular requirement that we have. So I will click with this open main workflow, and in this hands-on project I will use completely all the best practices that we have used. So I would recommend you to watch all my videos till especially till module 9. So now I'll click on this activities and I will take this state machine. I will take this state machine, and you can see I have taken state machine, then I will take one state in that state machine. So what is the purpose of this state? So in this particular state, what I will do, I will ask the input from the users, and in that input what I will give the option to user can choose how many credits he want in his her account. So let's see how we can do that. So let's go into this state and use something called, first of all we have to use something called log message. Why we are using log message? So that we know that we are input user state. So let me also rename this state as input chosen state, input chosen or input chosen. Yes. Then what we have to use, we have to use something called input dialog. And what this input dialog will do, input dialog will ask the user what you want, like choose the input. So in the title I will write, please choose your credits. And then in the label which will come in the middle, I will write choose wisely. And since this is not a text box, this is a multiple choice, and here I will give option to the user in the form of this. So I will make this in the double quotes, I would write as $2, then I would write as $3, and then I will give an option, or instead of 3 let's make it 5, and then again I will make it as $10. This is the option I will give the user, and where I want to store that particular value, I want to store in this something called var input from user. Input from user. So you can see I have created a state called input chosen, where I ask the user how many credits he wants in her account, and I have stored it in this var input from user. And what is the, let me see, what is the variable type? This is string. So you can see here the user will choose either $2, $5, $10. But what is happening in the background, if the user chooses $2, so again we need to minus $2 minus $2, $5 minus $3. So this dollar is coming redundantly again and again. So what we can do, we can replace these things in the background. The user thinks she might be choosing this $2, but we are replacing this dollar from that money, and so that it will be easier for us to subtract thing like 5 minus 3, 5 minus 2. It will be much easier for our calculation. So for these things I am taking an assign activity, and I am creating a variable called var input credit. And what I am doing, let's see, I'm enlarging this, and I would say I would press control space, and I would say where input from user dot, I will use something called replace. And what this replace will do, dot replace, and this replace, what I will do, I will tell it replace this dollar with this, where input from user, replace this dollar with this. That's it. So what it will do, it will just replace this dollar, and it will make it like without space. And we want to convert this particular thing from integer, from string to integer. So what to do to convert from integer to string? We are using dot to a string, but to convert from string to integer, you have to use something called cint. What is this cint? Cint is like convert to integer. So once you do that, it will be converted to integer. But this var input credit, let's see what is the variable type. So the variable type is string, so we have to convert it into an integer, and we have to make it global so that it will be accessible to everyone. Now you can see the error has gone. So in this particular state, what we did, we just used this input dialog. What we did in input dialog, we asked user how much credit she wants in her account, and then we use this to convert that dollar to an space. That's all from this. And you can also use log messages. What this log messages will do, it will give in, yes, I will put here, and I would say info where input credit done. Completed. So this is log message will give you more information about these things. Okay. Now this input chosen, you can see there is an error. Why there is an error? Because I have not connected this input chosen to other states. So how to connect with other states? So let's see this in the next video. Till then, bye and happy learning.